Hello. Uh-oh. We got somebody who's drinking a lot of coffee, maybe. Okay. This is passive aggressive notes writer. So somebody could be like in some type of let me see. I have words in my head. I can't say right now. Somebody could be kind of feeling flustered in a way where they're not knowing exactly how they're wanting to express themselves. They could be trying to kind of get the nerve or being energized in a certain way, but like in a nervous way, and they could be wanting to say something, but at the same time not being as direct as they're probably should be or desiring to be. Okay, look, we got a drama queen right here. Well, yeah, so look, both of them have a coffee cup in there. That's pretty funny. So yeah, definitely somebody is definitely somebody is. Hey, by the way, if you're seeing this message, there could be something here for you. Yeah, so somebody could be trying to get a lot of things done, and they could also be having certain substances be at the center focus in a certain way in order to try and get them to be motivated. But it could also be creating more dramatic effect. Okay, somebody could be really feeling like they are like I said, needing to get something done, but possibly like rushing themselves through it in a certain way instead of taking the time for stillness. And with the drama queen aspect, it's like somebody could be having all these different energetic impulses be at the forefront. Okay, but somebody could be also trying to create a balance in order to kind of like balance all these aspects out within themselves in a way where they are not neglecting their shadow or the light within them, but trying to balance themselves out. Okay, so that's good. That's a good thing. Okay, but so somebody could also be at this time trying to prepare themselves with what they feel that they need, and they could be kind of going to extremes within this as well. Okay, yeah, somebody like it, impulse buyer. Okay, so somebody could be really kind of wanting to get prepared in all different possible ways. Okay, but they might be needing to ground themselves and just get to a greater state of calm within all of the different energies that are surrounding them. Okay, so instead of feeling like there's a rush, we have secrets right here. Hey Samantha, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. So somebody could be feeling, instead of the need to rush themselves, they need to gather their thoughts and create a greater state of calm within. Okay, instead of feeling that you're spreading yourself too thin. Okay, all right. This could be in regard to a desire somebody has to keeping to themselves. It could be within a relationship dynamic, or it could be somebody what somebody really feels they're desiring to attain for themselves or acquire. Okay, we got the Hierophant right there. So somebody could be having a high like a higher outlook or desire with what it is that they're wanting to align themselves with. Look at that. If you want, you could wait until after I'm done with the collective, or you can send me the message on my messenger, and I can get back to you after that. But right now I'm just going to do the collective, and I'm going to hop off. I'm kind of tired right now, but I've been guided to do this reading right now. So So yeah, somebody could be feeling that they have a higher outlook or perspective when it comes to what it is that they're desiring to bring in. And there's, you know, it could be that somebody's really not wanting to take any missteps in you know, kind of messing this up in a certain way. Okay, yeah, so somebody's thank you. Yeah, these are a couple different decks that I'm using right here, the Intuitive Cav deck and then this Modern Life right here. So yeah, so somebody could be trying to shift and alter their outlook to what it is that they're receiving, and have it, you know, be moving towards a more positive outcome. Okay, look at all those cards that are showing themselves right there. That's kind of funny. Okay, I guess I'll pull these up. That was like literally half the deck. Okay. We're gonna put you back. Okay, let's see what these are so far. Okay, wow. So there's some type of message. Wow, oh my, wow, holy crap. Oh my, wow. Okay then. I never really do this, but this is so it just keeps going. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Okay. So yeah, somebody could be really wanting to create a more positive outcome with what it is that they're desiring. Okay, we have the Empress right here and the Sun. So it's like somebody is, you know, really trying to kind of shift their outlook and, you know, put all the different pieces together into a more cohesive awareness. Okay, but they could be getting ready to send some type of message. Okay, when it comes to, look at this right here, Twin Flame, Ten of Cups right there. So it's like somebody could be really feeling, I don't know if this Twin Flame right there. So yeah, somebody could be really feeling confident, or getting to a position where they feel confident with moving forward and embracing what they feel would be emotionally fulfilling and purposeful. Okay, they could be, you know, really looking at what their emotions are, plus you too, as you know, what it is that they feel, what their feelings are. They're looking at it in a way where they're feeling triumphant with this recognition, and, you know, what it is that they've been desiring of and working forward towards. Okay, so somebody could be really coming into a position of really feeling victorious with what their feelings are, and they're ready to move into a new chapter. Okay, they've been illuminated to a false person in their life, and could be something, you know, we have social media and Page of Cups. So somebody could be wanting to present the truth of what their feelings are. It could be online in some type of way that they're wanting to reach out. But yeah, we have a divine partnership, and somebody's like head is like up in the clouds with all the awareness of, you know, what they're coming to. They're, you know, kind of feeling like this is, it could be feeling overwhelming in different ways, but they're also with this like high five type of scenario. They could be really being elevated with this awareness. And with the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Cups right there and the Emperor, oh my goodness, that's crazy. It's like they're really recognizing what type of partnership they're wanting to embrace. They're following divine guidance, and recognizing the complementary aspects that they feel can build more intentionally and create something larger. And they could be getting ready to assert themselves, to take action, and utilize their will to create this. Okay, I just wrote something yesterday about that, where it's like, maybe I should just read it, because I'll probably just butcher it. Where was it? Let me see. I'm just gonna read a little blurb really quick, I think. Okay. So, what does it say? Where? Okay, here it says, instead of asking how, okay, whatever it is that you're trying to create, focus on your will to will it into existence, knowing that you are able to because you have the will to do so in the first place. Okay, so it's like, instead of feeling like, how is this going to happen, you know, yada yada, is like somebody's needing to just kind of envision it and embrace that feeling of it being, you know, real and current in their life, okay? And somebody could be moving forward from difficulty. We have the Six of Swords, you know, moving forward from the pain of the past and what had been draining them, and really kind of getting to a greater truth, having spent time to learn and acquire the wisdom. Somebody could be really utilizing this awareness to create major shifts and changes. Okay. Oh my gosh, I keep being reminded of stuff that I wrote right now. So I just looked over and it says, lift the veil of falseness, okay? And I just wrote something about the veil recently too, so that's kind of funny. But it's like, let me, hold on a second. Where'd it go? Sorry. Okay, so with the veil is showing us that we've been cloaked from seeing what is all around us. Okay, so that's just another little quick line. But it's like, the veil is there to cover what we aren't able to handle with the brightness or the illumination that it has, you know, that we are being separate from, you know. But when you recognize that there is a veil, you recognize that all those things have always been there. It's just a matter of our perception, you know. So somebody could be kind of, you know, really lifting the veil of falseness, like it says, okay? We have the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands, okay? It's crazy. So it's like, it's a miracle. Somebody is definitely embracing the truth that they have within them and ready to kind of take charge and move forward towards what it is that they're desiring of. Somebody knows that they are protected and they're staying true to themselves, moving into this brand new beginning, okay? They feel that they've gotten to the finish line. There's been a major transformation. And, oh my god. This is so cute. With the Fool, the Intuitive Kev deck, and then the Four of Swords, it's like somebody is ready to take a leap of faith, moving with intention and purpose, and looking at things through a much more healed perspective, ready to integrate this into their life, okay? So, wow, wow, wow. That was intense. Oh, yeah. There we go. We got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. So somebody's moving forward, wanting to, you know, extend some type of offer. And they could be really paying attention to their, you know, intuitive awareness. Okay, so the third eye is open. You know, somebody could be really recognizing what they've illuminated themselves to, or, you know, embracing it, integrating this, and wanting to rush forward. Okay. And they could be feeling like isolating themselves from this situation has been creating a greater level of difficulty. It says hidden enemy. Okay, so somebody could have been really kind of recognizing that staying away or isolating from moving forward has created a larger problem or issue than there may have been. Okay, if they had just moved forward with intention. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. We got the Two of Wands and the King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. Somebody might be needing to establish certain boundaries in certain ways, just kind of recognizing who it is that you're dealing with in different scenarios. Okay, like that was an ex-husband phone call, and I know he like drags things out, so I like was like trying to like, you know, set the tone real quick, and he's like, I don't know. Anyway, so whatever. But we got the Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. So somebody can be making plans. They could be getting to a greater sense of stability with themselves and what they formed and created, and they could be ready for a reciprocal energetic exchange, knowing what they can give out and feel confident with this, and also what it is that they're receiving back. Somebody could be really making plans to move forward, following their heart, and moving with their their emotions at the forefront. Okay. All right. Somebody's used their discernment. They've looked at things from all different perspectives. There's been a lot of different matured outlooks that have been formed, and somebody could be feeling a little more at ease with the truth that they have, instead of focusing on the anxiety. Okay. Oh my. We got the Tower and the Ace of Cups. So there's definitely, it's like somebody's moving forward confidently towards a new, much more fulfilling emotional connection. All right. That is so cute. Oh, did you hear that? My goodness. Somebody could be feeling like they're really acquiring the different cooperative outlooks or aspects in order to really kind of confidently walk away from a situation that is no longer in alignment or working for them. Okay. Somebody could be keeping, their actions to themselves at this time, but they're, wanting to move forward more confidently and adventurously, okay, courageously. We have the Strength card right here. How cute. We got the Strength here. Oh my goodness. Can't even finish the sentence. So yeah, somebody's feeling like they're moving forward confidently, and passionately, purposefully, courageously, okay, in towards, twin flame dynamic, coming home, creating alignment with their home, family, relationships, friendships, community, and they could be really moving into more higher aligned relationship dynamic, making more loving choices and aligned choices with their higher self, okay? And we got 3 of Cups and Justice card, okay? So somebody's coming into a position where they can feel that they are, really content and happy within their soulmate dynamics, the groups that they are immersing themselves within, and they could be creating a balance, recognizing the truth, gaining the clarity, and opening themselves up to true justice in their life, all right? Excuse me. So somebody could have been dealing with deception and manipulation, and they're going to be moving forward, kind of like more intent on creating the foundation that they're truly desiring of, okay? They could have recognized what had been delusional or illusionary types of scenarios previously, when they've been pondering what different options they have. And at this point, they could be recognizing the difference with what has been, God-led, okay? So, wow, wow, wow. And look at that. So it's like somebody is, how cute. Look at, oh, not being sarcastic. But it's cute. It's like the sun is like shining on this moment, and somebody's recognizing the guidance that they're receiving, okay? They could be really kind of obsessed with getting to the truth of the matter and closing out painful cycles, moving into a more innocent, outlook or expression, okay? And they could be wanting to create their life more intentionally, in a way where they know that they are co-creating, okay? And they're no longer wanting to deal with conflict created by people who are wanting to force their negativity upon others, okay? And they're no longer allowing for that to take precedence in their life. Look at that. We got the 4 of Cups to the 6 of Cups, right? So it's like somebody's knowing what the difference is and moving forward towards true fulfillment, but also, having shifted and healed, looking at things more joyfully, healing their inner child, and could be ready for reunification or reconciliation with a, you know, soul connection, okay? Oh, and this is a wish come true. Oh my goodness. So yeah, and somebody's recognizing the difference between like black magic type scenarios or negativity and the true divine guidance that they're receiving, okay? Somebody could be like energetically recognizing the difference too, where it's like you can tell when something's been placed upon you and where it is that you're being led in a way that is like showing you the way instead of forcing, okay? So, wow. Pretty cool. Looks like somebody figured something out. That's cool. And that could also be why, you know, with the X calling and stuff like that, there could be different things that are, you know, creating energetic pushback in different ways. And it's not like there's anything going on right there, but it was like, that's a second sign for me of, you know, previous energies wanting to, oh, look at Gracie, wanting to like kind of return in certain ways. And so it's like, just stay true to what your, you know, feelings are. And, you know, if you are forcefully pushing something back, you know, it's something that can be pushed back that much, you know, that with that same amount of force back, you know. So there's a need for you to kind of just like, move in the way of least resistance, I guess, you know, so you don't have so much, you know, coming at you from different angles, and you can move forward more confidently, okay? Single, successful, and what? Sexy. But yeah, we got somebody is moving into oh my gosh, that's funny. Look at it. Like that's just what I said just now, right? So yeah, somebody could be needing to get to a more confident position with themselves, knowing that there are certain forces that are trying to stop a certain connection from occurring, okay? So, oh, wow. You know what's crazy is I looked up, you know, I'm not super informed with like everything in the Bible. Like, I'm probably I don't know if I should be saying that, but whatever. Somebody could be moving forward towards, you know, healer outlook. I looked up the Jezebel term. I thought it was just like another, you know, entity type of thing or whatever, but the way that they termed it, like, I'm like, that's pretty messed up, you know. Just with the fact that they labeled it based on a certain kind of like type, like, let me see, culture, heritage, race, right? Instead of it being something where it was like energetically just a universal trait, right? So that's kind of lame. But look what we got here. This is pretty crazy. So we got soulmate, twin flame. There's definitely a strength within this relationship. A more cosmic connection, okay? And there definitely could be third-party situations that are trying to, you know, come to the forefront and detract from the true potential, okay? But look, you got your ancestors are with you, and it could be surprising, but it should also be able to help you feel a little more at ease, knowing that you are being guided by others who are, you know, really, oh, look at it, oh my gosh, like recognizing the strength within your actions and knowing how much of a shift and change you can create with the behavior that, or the actions that you take, how it's not just you affecting your life in this personal way or affecting your descendants as well, but it, you know, heals the family line of what previously occurred. This dog is such a whiner, and I told him already I'm not listening to his whines right now. Look. We got Earth Angel, okay? Pete, you bugging. Come on, lay down over here. Come on. Come over here and relax. No, you're going to go back. You're going to whine at the back door. this dog too. When, like, my mom's over, he turns into a little baby. But look at, we got, somebody could be enamored by a person who is, you know, aligned with God and having, you know, pure connection, okay? That could be helping others and guiding them, okay? So, let's go. Let's see what's happening. That was pretty strong shuffle right there. It's pretty wild. Pre-shuffle. Okay. There could be there could be people who are jealous or envious, and have the evil eye, like negative intentions. But somebody is kind of just focused on love. All right. Yeah, we have manipulation and evil eye right here. So it's like somebody could be feeling like, you know, they have been manipulated by people who have a negative outlook or intention. And at this point, they are just wanting to focus on, you know, what is truly meaningful for them instead of being affected by the negativity of others. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, oh my. Yeah, somebody could be recognizing that we got flying monkeys and destruction surrounding what somebody is meant to be manifesting and the pathway that they're meant to be going down. Okay, so it's pretty crazy how they're coming out right now. But yeah, so somebody could be really, you know, staying focused on what they're wanting, they're desiring to move forward towards, and feeling protected within this instead of concerning themselves with these outside sources. And that's funny too, because that's how it is right here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. Okay, so this is what the person's focused on, and then there's this negative intention surrounding them. Okay, let me see. But look, somebody can be feeling content with, you know, the awareness that they're forming and the guidance that they're receiving, feeling confident on the path that they're meant to go. Bruh. This dog. But if someone gives themselves more self-love and stays true to themselves, they could be coming home to a situation that they feel would be truly uplifting and surprising, but, you know, joyfully accepted, all right? So that's cool. Let's see what we got here. Oh. Peter, you bugging, dude. Yeah, look at, oh my gosh, this is crazy because this is like exactly what the other one said. It says lifting the veil of negativity, right? And here we go. Okay, so somebody is definitely opening themselves up to the truth in a situation. Wow, and we got the leadership, boss. Okay, somebody's taking on, you know, the position that they know that they're meant to, creating the endings that they're you know, aware need to occur, and leading themselves more intentionally towards success. Peter, yeah, your wine's not working with me. And I know I sound like an a-hole right now. But like literally he'll whine at that door, he whines at this door, and then he goes, I let him outside, he goes and he whines at the back door, and then we let him in, and then he whines at this door, and it's just like constant. So I'm like, I'm not playing your game. Anyway, so games are not being played. But yeah, somebody could be maturing, okay? And instead of feeling like they're needing to focus on the animosity, they're focused on what is creating more blissful awareness within them, right? And we got the High Priestess. Oh my gosh, stop. Wow. So somebody's really kind of recognizing the alignment within the connection at a higher level, like I was saying, recognizing the importance on both parties, and the, you know, yeah. The priest one came out. The, you know, true ability that this person has within themselves, okay? And they could be wanting to move forward with the relationship dynamic, okay? Look at wanting to align themselves with their faith and awareness, having seen what they needed to or experienced what they needed to, they could be feeling more confident with what it is that they are putting out there and assisting with others with, okay? And, oh, we got entity attachment. You know, somebody could have been cleansing themselves, purifying, and, you know, helping to remove the negative attachments that had been, you know, possibly leading them previously, okay? So yeah, somebody is unbothered with, you know, opposition they might be receiving in the community or emotional pain, and they're focused on real love. This is crazy message. It's a miracle. Yeah. Somebody is really wanting to move forward. What they feel like they could be, you know, having a strong pull and desire, physically, to move forward towards this position where they feel is a higher honor, okay? And, you know, that they could be feeling that they can trust this situation. It's like somebody's kind of feeling there's a need, they're paying attention to the time or recognizing that there's something that needs to be done. We have expectation right here, but I'm just looking at how this guy's looking at the clock, you know? It's like somebody could be really recognizing that it might be time. We got a love offer coming, okay? So, yeah, somebody could be anticipating taking action, and they could be moving forward in a way where they know that they are elevating their life with the work that they're doing, okay? And they could be coming into a greater amount of abundance for themselves and a greater sense of security, okay? Oh, look at that. We got ascending. So somebody could be really ascending to a higher level. And I had this wild meditation yesterday. Was it yesterday? These days. Who knows what happens. I wrote it down. That was part of what I was reading. And it was this like meditation saying that everything is going to be recycled through love. And it was like crazy because, well, not crazy. It was really meaningful, but it was really intense, I guess, is what I'd say. But, yeah, there's a lot more to it. I kind of, like, succinctly wrote it down or whatever, but now trying to explain it, not happening. But, yeah, so the number is 74 or 722227 or 7474 could be relevant, okay? But, just popping out at me right there. 777, I guess. But, so, it's like there was this awareness of the shift that things are, being transmuted in a way where they're being recycled with love, and it's, you know, it's kind of like creating an end to the, warring factions or factors that had been occurring, okay? Peter, come on, dude. Chill. I know your game, man. Come on. Don't act like we don't know this. Sorry. You drive me nuts right now. Talking about all these good things. Anyway, so confusion, illusion, karmic. There we go. But yeah, somebody could be recognizing that as they move into a more divine alignment, they're getting protection when it comes to karmic scenarios and illusionary situations, okay? And somebody could be recognizing that they are really ascending, that this is being presented to them as a true gift in their life. And look at that, we got hello, okay? So somebody could be taking action in some type of way to communicate, initiate a conversation. Yeah, somebody's had some type of unexpected awakening. They could be really wanting to reach out and embrace. Yeah, I know. They could be really wanting to embrace this physically into their life. And look at how these are opposing right here. Like, it's like, you know, a mirrored picture right there, you know. Somebody could be recognizing that they're wanting to take an opposing action to what had been possibly being okay, we go. Yeah, maybe opposing action to what had been normalized in their life previously. Yeah, huh? Don't talk to me right now. Anyway, this freaking guy. You want to sit on my lap? You want to sit on my lap? Hmm? Come here. No. Okay. Anyway. I want to go outside. We talk. Anyway. So, at this point, yeah, somebody could be knowing what it is that they had been partaking in. Like I was just saying, look at this. Okay, and at this point, they're wanting to take action towards what they can be feeling is a true commitment that they could be content with and desiring of. Okay, it could be something that they could be, you know, kind of creating with, okay? And it could also be moving in a way where it is a healed outlook, okay? And it's funny because my daughter just asked yesterday, no way, you don't get all wild acting like you gotta go when you know what you're gonna do, and I know you do too. Anyway, okay, so somebody could be really kind of shifting things. Can I finish? Shifting things where they know that they're going to be leading themselves towards more abundance intentionally. Stop it. You stop it. You stop it. You stop it. Sorry. This is so annoying for me right now. Get out of here. Hold on. This freaking guy. He got his way. He got his way. Back up. No. Me first. I gotta close the other door. No. Scram. Don't come back over here and whine at the door again. Go on. Literally, I'm gonna hear him from the other wall over there in like 3 seconds. So, so annoying. So somebody's gonna be shifting, okay? What it is that they're allowing, okay? But let me see. I was gonna say something before this ace interrupted. Oh yeah, my daughter was saying, she asked me, would you have another baby? And I'm like, and then my mom jumped in, no. And I'm like, meh. But anyway, it was kind of funny because, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, something could be brought up in a way where it's like, thought-provoking. But anyway, we got, okay, somebody could be, you know, kind of transitioning in a way where, we have actual money and thief, okay? So somebody could be, you know, kind of transitioning in a way where they are recognizing what had been taken from them, okay? Wow. And we have, you know, there's like a recognition that somebody is aligning more intentionally with their own divinity, okay? They could be kind of recognizing the guidance that they're receiving and really, you know, feeling comfortable with, you know, who it is they're being surrounded by at this time. Somebody could be feeling like they are really enamored and drawn in or, you know, pulled in a way that is not something that they're wanting to question. But they could be kind of feeling overwhelmed with certain aspects of abuse that had previously occurred when it comes to this twin flame dynamic, okay? So somebody could be, you know, wanting to possibly make up for previous actions, right? And move more intentionally in a way that they feel is, you know, true alignment, okay? Yes. We got a rising star, okay? So, somebody could be feeling like they've been, you know, blocked. They're wanting to express some type of emotion. But, this reminds me of third-party scenario, there, you know, you could have been kind of, you know, elevating and ascending and blocking out negative, you know, information coming your way from people who were emotionally or mentally unstable, okay? And you could be separating yourself from the conflict as you heal, okay, and move forward, okay? There could be certain movement or travel that you're needing to take action with in order to heal a situation within a soulmate dynamic and get to a greater confidence within the truth. And, you know, yeah, look at that, okay. Okay, so yeah, somebody could be wanting to get to a greater outlook of truth, okay, with when it comes to what they're desiring of, the work that they've done, and kind of have this be outside of themselves, you know, where it's brought to the forefront for others as well, and they could be maintaining their faith with what actions they're being guided to take, okay. Somebody could be really feeling kind of entranced, pulled in, and like they could have had some type of spell on them, but at this point they're recognizing that it's more of a divine connection and something that they are truly desiring of achieving, okay? So somebody could have been contained or having different conflict or concern based on false narratives previously, but they could be wanting to really kind of receive some type of assistance from a mature partner in order to align themselves more confidently and move forward. Look at that. We got distant future and divine feminine. Okay, so somebody could be wanting to make their path straight and move forward towards this true divine connection. Okay. We could have a karmic feminine who had been doing, you know, rituals or having behavior in order to entice or keep someone bound and connected. But as they separate themselves from the feelings in the situation and what had been containing them previously, they could be moving forward in a more confident and purposeful way. Okay. All right. Wow. Now that I don't have that dog whining in my ear, I'm done. But now I'm feeling rushed for some reason, so that's funny. Before I was like, calm. Okay, so somebody could be feeling isolated or alone and they're wanting to initiate towards a new beginning. Okay, you could be looking at this in a much more adventurous way instead of feeling like it's just a job or something. It's like somebody could be feeling like they're, you know, really wanting to move into a situation that they could have been fearful of losing out on. Okay, and they could be feeling like that much more energized with taking action in a way that they are desiring. Okay. Yeah, they could have been looking from afar, watching for some time, and not putting themselves intentionally in the mix, all right? And there could have been third-party situations that had created a greater sense of distance or even contentment within themselves instead of, you know, it's like a lot of people have others around just so that they aren't alone, you know, like whether it's like, you know, like, you know, something that's really enjoyable or not. It's like they're, you know, just kind of getting by in certain ways where they're like, at least I'm not by myself or something like that, you know. But now somebody could be kind of coming into a greater sense of peace within their own energy and their own presence and wanting to just have people that are uplifting or bring something in that they are desiring of instead of opening themselves up to situations that are, you know, detrimental or taking away from their true intentions or desires. Okay. The heck was that? Hold on. Hey, Louisa, how you doing? Okay, good. I'm like, what is this? Just got a message from somebody I haven't talked to in a long time. But yeah, so somebody could be moving into a much more victorious position, recognizing what had been kind of like giving them certain feelings that they'd been desiring of. They could be recognizing the falsities behind them and the influence of certain substances or addictive behavior, okay? And somebody could be, you know, moving forward in a more confident way where they're recognizing the difference. And there's Sagittarius card. I was talking about wanting to move forward like adventurously, okay? So somebody's looking at things in a more liberated way and a lot more optimistic and having a more jovial and elevated intention or awareness with what they're moving forward towards. Excuse me. Somebody's elevating and they are gaining greater sense of abundance in their life instead of dealing with manipulation, mind games, and opening themselves up to more confusing scenarios, okay? All right. Somebody is transforming and elevating above they're having a rebirth, okay? When it comes to third-party scenarios, okay, they're recognizing what had been taken from them in different situations, and you know how you know, certain behaviors by others had been taken away from what they could have been fulfilled with already, okay? And, wow. Somebody could be recognizing, how relationships they had been surrounded by during their upbringing, whether it was their parents' roles or others that were close around them, could have guided them in a way to focus on superficial aspects that weren't as meaningful as what they could have been focused on, and also could have given them an outlook or awareness of not being able to be compromising or accommodating and just wanting to stay true to their own selfish needs, okay? So, yikes, but somebody could have, you know, they could be recognizing this at this time, okay? And they're wanting to create a balance. Oh, how cute. We have law and order, okay? Legal. And it's got the scales right there. So somebody could be really wanting to, you know, create a balance within previous scenarios or energetic expression and move forward towards a union, okay, with friend, ally, and confidant, okay? And they could be wanting to, you know, more intentionally move forward towards those, you know, or attain access, basically, to, you know, a higher level expression, okay? Okay, so yeah, somebody could have been really dealing with something that they feel could have been taken from them, and they could have been coerced into other negative, let me see, energetic exchanges, okay? But at this point, they're wanting to move forward in a fearless way, being independent, and, you know, using the previous insight as wisdom, okay? They're wanting to move forward, being vulnerable, sweet, compassionate, okay? And more innocent, all right? And they could be recognizing that they have otherworldly spiritual gifts that they're attaining at this time, okay? They could have been, you know, like, led into toxic or harmful situations, and, you know, kind of been a part of this being a more normal part of their lifestyle. But at this point, they're focused on shifting and changing, and they're maintaining optimism and hope, okay? Let's see. They could be recognizing that the isolation that they had been feeling was based on other people's chaos magic or emotional manipulation. And they're wanting to kind of invest in a situation that they can feel confident leading themselves through, and kind of moving forward into what it is that they're truly wanting to create, instead of dealing with offers or situations that aren't really in alignment with their truth. Okay. Yeah, so somebody's wanting to be much more forthright and courageous. Okay. Okay. And feeling much more confident within themselves. Okay, so there could have been some type of interference or intrusion, and somebody could have been kind of blocked, or somebody could have been being blocked from what it is that they're desiring of, but they are done with the games. Okay, and they're being, you know, becoming more aware of the caution, the danger, or the warnings they've been receiving based on negative soul or spell work. Okay, so somebody is wanting to separate themselves from those situations. Okay, and even though it says access or excess, and then it says scarcity. Okay, so even though somebody could have been kind of like privy to all walks of life and open to whatever possibilities you know, they had surrounding them, it still led them to have a you know, the outlook or the feeling of lack and kind of being depleted in different ways. All right, and at this point somebody's wanting to pay attention to the signs and their intuition when it comes to the toxic attachments, karmic energies, bad habits, or you know, negative cords and energies that they have been attached themselves to. Okay, and they're wanting to move forward, being more adaptable, utilizing their imagination, and creating more intentionally. Okay, so yeah, somebody is definitely coming to a greater understanding of what it was that they had been, you know, kind of allowing in their life or partaking in, and now they're wanting to make more intentional steps. Look at that. To change and alter what they're allowing or what they're being a part of. Okay, so somebody's wanting to really embrace this higher rank or standing that they could be really a part of, and you know, no longer wanting to open themselves up to self-doubt. Okay, or insecurity. All right, somebody's wanting to be honest and friendly, move forward in a more independent and smart way towards what it is that they're desiring of or enticed by. And they could have a certain remorse or regret when it comes to actions or outlooks they had been seeing someone in. Okay, yeah. And they could be recognizing that this fucking dog. They could be realizing that they had created associations that they might have projected onto someone else, and you know, based on this awareness, it has created some type of dis-ease within them. Okay, it could have been blocking them from you know, what they were meant to truly acquire in their life, financially or physically, emotionally, right? And they could be recognizing how, you know, there had been some type of, I guess, personification, or there could have been other people who were pretending to be something that they're not. Okay, so yeah, somebody could have been, it says pretentious and superficial right here. So at this point, they could be recognizing how they had been possibly like easily led into a more negative outlook. All right, and they're wanting to take action in that same way, like more intentionally, for themselves to create the changes that they know that they're needing to. Use these cards. Okay. Somebody's wanting to be practical, okay, but ambitious and disciplined, okay, but they're wanting to be careful with, how it is that they navigate this way, okay. They could have been not wanting to, commit to different scenarios, or kind of blurring the lines within what they were open to in their life, and now they're recognizing what had really been restricting them in ways that they hadn't recognized, okay. They could be feeling like, something was keeping them safe, but it was actually blocking them or binding them from what it was that they were meant to be embracing. And they could be wanting to kind of run away from this situation and move forward in a way where they know there is this greater collective importance to what their actions are that they're needing to do, okay? So, what they felt, they're now realizing they had been kind of trying to put dirt on to a situation where they should have been embracing more of a role model quality, where they could have been emulating certain behaviors. And they're not wanting to, at this point, be left behind with the ascension that was meant to be occurring within them, okay? So, so somebody could be feeling really determined and wanting to move forcefully with their emotions, okay? They're wanting to change and adjust what's necessary in order to, be more reliable, helpful, and friendly. And they could have recognized that there were others who were trying to trap them. And it could have been not necessarily just in a physical way. It could be like, electronically on different, platforms, or through different, we got the phone, the computer. We got this like micro USD, like there could have been different ways that somebody had been being controlled or regulated, that and it could have even been within closer connections, okay? And so they could be feeling, grief, sadness, or kind of even victimized, and feeling that much more kind of like drawn in towards what they feel is, we have this angel spirit guide. They could be that much more receptive of the information that they're receiving in a way that they know is in alignment with them, in order to move in a way of what they had been fearful of previously, okay? So for them to like really align with their own intention and assert their will, they're creating a recognition of what influences they're allowing to be receptive of, okay? All right. So somebody is working intentionally, patiently, reliably, being persistent and determined towards, they're working towards their destiny and their fate, okay? So that's cool. And they're aware of the manipulation and the kind of like puppeting that they had been dealing with, and they're wanting to create a new beginning for themselves, feeling much more empowered, okay? Recognizing that you have the power, all right? So, hope I explained this right. I noticed I've been like saying some things past couple readings where I'm like, ooh, I hope they got what I was really saying, because it sounded like it could have been something else. Like there was this one where it was I said something about, instead of creating a wall to separate other people with, they were wanting to create something to keep them safe. And I wasn't talking about the person keeping themselves safe. I was talking about keeping the whole group safe, you know? So I was like, oh, that's sweet. But then I watched it later and I'm like, oh, is that like, that could be mistaken otherwise, right? So hopefully I'm making sense right now. And let me know if you have any questions. Well, right now we got the 4 of Wands, another twin flame card. That's crazy. I know I have to have gone over an hour. Yep, 14 seconds over an hour. Dang it. But yeah. So we get the 4 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Oh my goodness. So somebody's definitely going to be taking action, movement, and moving forward with communication when it comes to the divinely aligned twin flame dynamic. Okay. Yeah, they're ready to engage, expressing their feelings. And moving forward towards a personal wish come true. The 8 of Wands came out right there. So yeah, there's definitely communication that somebody is really feeling. Would be truly uplifting and appreciated to, you know, take action with it this time, okay? All right, well, I think that's it, right? Anything? Okay. Oh, nothing? Okay, here we go. All right, we got Justice. Cute. Okay, so there's Justice coming in, okay, with this action and this movement that is formed and created, okay? Somebody could really anticipate, you know, what it is that they're desiring of within the plans that they've made, and they could be creating a balance within themselves to feel that much more confident, okay? Somebody's been illuminated to the truth, and they could be ready to close out negative and painful cycles, releasing themselves from the anxiety. We got 9-9 right there, and ready to engage in what their true emotions are. All right, okay. Well. If you're seeing this and it's resonating in any way, this is cool. Get excited. All right, talk to you later. Sorry about this whole... I didn't look at myself this morning. All right, bye-bye.